What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Big Dave, and I'm here with Douglas K. Siravo, and this is Unsolicited, Unfiltered. So today we're here to talk about these California wildfires. So there's been a lot of talk about these California wildfires.
A lot.
And, we feel for everybody that's been affected, obviously. Hope that they, can recover from this devastating tragedy out there, right?
Yeah, very devastating.
So
Sad.
I believe there was an arrest for arson.
Yeah, I saw the clips for that.
Yeah. So they're saying this was started by somebody out there. It was arson that started, and then it just, with the right wing condition for the fire, it caused it to be worse than it is. And this is devastated houses all across California. It's grown bigger. They even talking about another California fire that had just started. So this brings to the thought of, why did this guy start this fire? And, what are these reasons, the reasoning behind it? Now, obviously, we've heard that California is trying to build a new city that has investors from last year trying to dump money into this. Could this possibly be the way that they clear land for a brand new city?
There's that possibility. For real, there's that possibility. Like I said last time, people are shady. The government is shady. And obviously, we don't have all the facts. We don't have the facts. But a lot of the stuff lines up to it.
Yeah.
Like all the stories, it lines up to it. And that's why you have to, people are like, oh, no, you're a conspiracy theorist. You're a right-wing nut. Don't make up these lies, these stories. And then 6 months later, they come true. So,
well, as we all know, with science, there's always theories at first. So we have to throw out theories out there. I mean, for you to try and build a brand new city, and, there was a lot of pushback to it. And all of a sudden now there's these fires happening. There's hundreds of houses being burnt down, which becomes free land at that point if you can't rebuild on it. And what's better for the taking, for somebody to come in, an investor to come in and say, listen, we'll take this off we'll pay for this land and we'll rebuild. Because obviously you would want to rebuild. You would want new housing. You would want new factories, new businesses to come in. And what better way to be like, well, all of a sudden, and not to say this was the reasoning behind, the Hawaii fires, but look at Hawaii. People, these people couldn't afford to rebuild. And now you got investors coming in saying, hey, listen, we'll pay for the land, we'll take the land and we'll rebuild.
And I was watching President Trump the other day yesterday when he went to North Carolina, then California, serving the people, looking out for the people. He was sitting down, a round table, like he normally does. And he was sitting down with the LA mayor. And President Trump was speaking to the people. They want to go back to their houses. They want to clear things out and do what they have to do. And apparently they need to wait. I think it was months, 18 months to get a permit to go back to their house.
Now,
18 months.
I'll play a little devil's advocate with you. I do understand of not forcing, like rushing people to go back in there, because, the smallest thing can reignite a fire. If there's a hidden fire underneath, moving the debris, also going into houses and possibility of collapsing. So, I mean, why not?
Well, there's nothing there.
Why not start small? Send out inspectors.
18 months it's going to take to get a permit.
That's what I'm saying. If they can get inspectors out there to go block by block and say, okay, maybe this house we can't let you in because it's possibility it can be destroyed. But then if I walk up to a plot of land and say, look, there's nothing here, let's have these people come and try to clear the debris.
Mm-hmm.
We can have that done. I know there's people willing to go out there and help. There, Those families are trying to see what valuables they still have, if any. So
Mm-hmm.
I kind of agree on both sides. 18 months to me is a little excessive, you know, but like you said, there was one big issue with water pressure loss.
Yeah.
And I find it crazy how a whole reservoir was going under maintenance, and all of a sudden, you would think a reservoir that holds most of your water,
Mm-hmm.
you would have a backup plan just in case. It's California. Come on, guys. There is so many fires nowadays in California. To shut down a whole reservoir that holds so much water is insane to me.
But when you have a guy like Gavin Newsom, I almost said what President Trump calls him by accident. But when you have a guy like Gavin Newsom in charge, he's a disaster for California.
Yeah.
Why is there there's not to change the subject, but there's even homeless people on top of homeless people in California.
Yeah.
So are we really surprised if this is just all mismanagement for manage the forest? Are we surprised when you have leaders like Gavin Newsom in office? Realistically,
I mean, it's insane because they're estimating this to be over $250 billion in damage.
well, they got to give that to Ukraine.
Well, I mean, we have given a lot of money overseas. Yes,
They can't give that to California. It's going to Ukraine, guys.
it's crazy. I mean, now we've got over $250 billion in damage. We had fire hydrants that lost water pressure within 24 hours because there was a reservoir that was undergoing maintenance, was completely emptied out. I mean, you're telling me that you had to completely empty, drain a reservoir for maintenance? What kind of maintenance were you guys doing at that point? Was it that bad? I mean, did you guys not think of, hey, maybe we should have water trucks on site, or something temporarily just in case a fire breaks out, crazy fire breaks out? To me, this is insane.
Yeah.
We get so much California fires nowadays because they go through a lot of droughts. Even out here in New Jersey, we went through a drought for a while. So I don't understand the concept of that. As well as, I was reading that they were doing cutbacks for the fire departments, and that's why they had lack of firemen out there, because of the cutbacks on fire department,
stupid leadership,
which also caused a lot of these home insurance companies to cancel their fire insurance, because I completely understand, if I ran a company and I gave you homeowner insurance for fires, and you're telling me, hold on, we're cutting a reservoir, we're cutting back on the fire department, why would I cover you anymore? Because at the end of the day, your liability went through the roof. So it's either I cut your fire insurance, or I charge you more for homeowners insurance at the end of the day, which is insane.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, to me, that's a LA kind of policy issue. I mean, that would fall in your realm.
Like it's stupid leadership by very stupid people. That's the best way I could put it.
I mean, you got a state that's so focused on electrical. They want everything to be electricity, this and this. Hey, what's the best way to rebuild an electric city? You burn it to the ground and rebuild a whole new electric city. I mean, makes sense.
Trust me, there's a lot of shady stuff going on in this world. I would not be surprised if this was an inside job. I really would not be surprised if it's an inside job.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get myself in trouble and say that.
Well, I mean, like we said, this is all going based off of information
This is based on what I'm
around
saying,
the internet.
But I'm also seeing stupid leadership by stupid people, realistically. Gavin Newsom, that's Trump's nickname for him. Oh, boy. We won't edit that out.
Hey, man, it is what it is.
He's been the worst governor for the state of California. And Kamala Harris wants to run for governor, and it's going to be a lot worse. So it's who you put into office. It's about the leader. It's all about leadership. I got to find the clip because from
I just really think they lack critical thinking in that state.
yes,
I mean,
they do.
They kind of want to jump, and I get it. I get it. We want to get to electricity. We want to get the fuels out and stuff like that. And I get it, but you kind of got to go through the steps. You can't rush it in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day. At the end of the day, okay. You gotta start small and work your way up.
It's also the mindset. Oh, the environment. We gotta protect the environment. Get rid of oil. Get rid of fossil. I don't play that game. I don't like that game. Leave things the way they are. Common sense things. So I understand what I gotta find the clip. I think 8 years ago, President Trump called this and says President Trump called it and said California is going to have a very serious problem when it comes to their wildfires, and they all laughed at him. Look what happened.
Yeah. Well, Joe Rogan has said it once on his podcast that he spoke to a firefighter and he said, all these fires need is the right wind condition to be blown in the right direction, and it's going to get out of hand fast, and they will not be able to contain it. And look what just happened. They got the right wind condition, and the fires got out of hand, and they just ran through towns. I mean, I don't know. Besides that, we're also, I'm also hearing that they're talking about this could be a cover up for Diddy's case coming up.
It could be.
Hey, you never know.
It could be.
A lot of celebrities' homes were burned down. And we all know Diddy had crazy parties with a lot of celebrities.
And this is why I want to get into, because Shane and I discussed it on our episode that's coming out soon. Well, it'll probably be out before this one.
Yeah.
President Trump just signed an executive order to declassify the MLK assassination, JFK, RFK assassination. He has said on the campaign trail that he's going to expose the Epstein list, which we still haven't seen in years. And
yeah, that's insane, because from what we hear, Epstein, he released a lot of, like, he recorded almost everything. His New York house supposedly had cameras all over hidden in the house. So, like, how we do not have one video of evidence coming out saying, hey, he was guilty of all charges before he, passed away. This is the video evidence, is because, I'm sorry, you're going to have a lot of politicians, you're going to have a lot of celebrities, and they're all going to get in trouble.
And Shane brought this up. All these celebrities say they're leaving the country if Trump wins. It's not because their lifestyle is going to change. It's not because they're going to be taxed. It's none of that. It's because I think they're afraid that he's going to expose everything. And they do not want that exposed. And we were hearing rumors about the Diddy list being, released.
Yeah.
And then this fire happens.
But that's the thing, is that
I think I have another conspiracy theory.
You're gonna burn all these houses, and like we said, this is just conspiracies at the end of the day.
I have my own.
You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know whose house, what houses he rented out that he had cameras in. You don't know who was there that has video footage of that night that they had these parties. So I mean, it leads to a lot of discussion to, hey, was it set up to maybe burn one or two houses down that had evidence for Diddy's trial, and it just got out of control real fast? I'm not saying all the fires were caused to burn down all the houses. Maybe it was solidified. It was supposed to be for one house or two houses to be burned down, and it just got out of hand super fast. Yeah.
I did have another conspiracy theory, but I don't think you're into that type of conspiracy.
I love conspiracy theories, but we'll save it for another episode, because listen, I want to do a lot more conspiracy theories,
because it's pretty interesting with the fire. What happened the day before, but
so we'll do a part 2 to this. We'll come back to more conspiracy theories. For now, I want everybody else, in the comments, let us know what you think was the cause of this, the reason behind it. I mean, everybody has an opinion at the end of the day. Everybody has a conspiracy. So let us know. Hit the like button, follow us, subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, BigDave13_.
Dougie S Reports.
So just let us know in the comment section.
President and founder of Siravo Broadcasting. Follow us. We have a tremendous network over there. So we got Dave Mendoza over there. No one respects Dave as I do.
Yeah, and you're gonna see a lot more episodes, a lot more different shows that are coming to the network. So just stay tuned, turn on your notifications, and we'll see you next time.